Dancers from all over the world will soon be hitting the stage for a chance to win $1 million and the title of Best Dancer in the World. NBC's hit dance competition series World of Dance is back for its 4th season, and here with a preview is Judge Derrick Hough. Derrick, it's good to see you, my Salt Lake City brother, and first of all, happy belated birthday. I know you just celebrated in quarantine, sort of like I did, but let's talk about the brand new season of this show. It's so much fun, and you have some surprises up your sleeve. So what can we expect?
Yeah, you know what? We're switching it up. We're switching it up this season, season 4, but it's exciting. You know, in the past, we've often said, you know, just to make it to the big stage, you know, is an accomplishment in itself. But we never really saw what happens before they make it to the big stage. So that's what the season is all about, where it's about showing that process, the audition process, the struggle, you know, taking away the audience, coming in this cool warehouse. And also, you know, it's kind of crazy. They don't know that we're going to be in there. So they think they're going to come in for their last audition with producers, and they're going to walk in, and we're going to be waiting for them. So we're kind of testing their nerve, testing their ready at any moment mentality, which makes for some really exciting moments that we haven't had on the show before in past seasons. So, and then after that, there's even more twists and turns, and you know, it's crazy. So I'm really excited for people to see it.
And I know the dancers on the show, Derrick, sometimes they're dancing by themselves, with a partner, or with an entire group. And I feel like one of the keys of being a great dancer, not that I know anything about this, is you guys make it look easy. You know this better than anyone, Derrick, that in order to get to a level where you are competing in this arena, some of these people have spent their lifetimes getting ready for this.
Oh, yeah. I mean, literally their entire lives. And even if one of them is only 7 years old.
Wow.
Like, it's kind of funny, actually, the talent, you know, and the different age ranges, it's amazing. It's incredible. And often, it's interesting. I find that, you know, some of the younger talent, there's this no fear mentality. There's this complete and utter dedication. It's inspiring to watch. It's fascinating, and but it's always so much fun and so entertaining. And it's a great show to get around with the family around the couch, and you know, and to watch, because also it's not just the dancing, it's the stories, you know, it's the narratives, it's their backgrounds. You know, it's really interesting to learn and to just get swept away with their stories, and just the enjoyment and the love and dedication of dance.
Derrick, I also think it's really cool that you started dancing at 11 years old. I remember meeting you about 10 years ago at a friend's birthday party, and we were chatting about growing up in Salt Lake City. Back in the 80s, if you were a guy and you danced, it wasn't considered like the coolest thing, right? So do you consider yourself a role model? I'm sorry to put you on the spot here, but do you ever stop and think about how many other young people out there you have probably inspired to follow your passion, and not only follow your passion, but really make a pretty great career out of it?
You know, I don't necessarily think about that as far as, you know, who I might be, you know, impacting in what way. I honestly, it doesn't really cross my mind often, but I will say that I do feel incredibly grateful, just honestly for my opportunity that I personally had to share something that I love, and to have a platform to do it on for so long. And I'm honestly so grateful for the hard work that I put in, you know, for so many years, grinding it out. I wake up and I'm like, there's a moment where I'm like, you know, proud of myself, if you will, and because I just know how hard it was for so long, and so many years of blood, sweat, and tears put into it. But honestly, one thing that I'm even more proud of, more than anything, is just where dancing has come in the past, like 10 years or so. You know, just the appreciation, the love. You know, it's kind of funny how 10 years ago, like, a guy would come up to me and, you know, in like a football jersey or something, he'd be like, "Hey man, don't tell anybody, but you know, like my wife thinks you're a great dancer, or just don't say anything, but I love dancing and I love what you do." And now it's like there's zero whispering about it, you know. It's just like, I love dancing. It's incredible, because I think people realize that it is athletic. It's a sport. It is, you know, you have Super Bowl champions, you have, you know, people who are like the most well-respected athletes in the world who talk about dancing in a way where as it should be, which is, you know, this athletic art form. And that's what World of Dance showcases so well, is this level of athleticism, this Olympic level of athleticism, and then turn into artistry. It's just a beautiful combination. So yeah, it warms my heart to see, you know, like you were saying before, you know, where my personal journey is, I was bullied at school, you know, for being a dancer. And now it's amazing to see that there's kids who are the most popular kid in their school because they dance.
Yeah.
And for me, that like warms my heart. It really does. So yeah, very proud of that.
Well, and you should be proud.
That journey that dance has had.
You should be proud, Derrick, that you were part of that evolution. Dance is finally having the moment it deserves. Derrick Hough, thank you so much for your time.
I appreciate it. Thanks so much, man.
Great to see you. And a reminder to our viewers, you can watch the season premiere of World of Dance tonight at 9 p.m. right here on KPRC Channel 2. And we'll be right back with more Houston Life.